here. This is a new initiative we're doing, the Creative Classroom Group, expert collaborative talks. This means that you or members of the Creative Classroom Group can work there as our ambassadors did, and we decided to start with the ambassadors because they know how to collaborate, how to work together. So that was the best example, to show you how you can do that as well. And I'm very glad because today we have here some of the experienced ambassadors in eTwinning from different countries. Tina from Finland, then Cornelia from Romania, and Tina from Italy, and Miguela from Portugal. Here to give you some more information about what ambassador is, what is the role of ambassador in eTwinning, tips and advices as well for the project. I don't say anything more, so I give the floor to Tina to start. And thank you all for writing, and for doing all these for the classroom group. Thank you.
To the webinar from my part as well. Why so many people, attendees here today? So just once more, those who have just arrived, please look at the chat box, and there you can see a link into a form. And we all would really like you to respond to the form, reply to the form. It just takes 1 minute to click. And we'll look at what you answered at your response to the presentation. It is now that first of all, 5 ambassadors present ourselves, who we are and where we come from, and then each of us talks about their experience on ambassadors. So, and after each presentation, you can make ask questions or make comments, and also at the end of the webinar, you have a chance to ask questions and then give your feedback. But let's start with the presenting. So Sari Salminen, I'm a Finnish eTwinning ambassador since 2007. So, well, the oldest in many ways, one of the oldest ambassadors. eTwinner since the very beginning of eTwinning. I'm very proud of being the first winners of eTwinning prizes, and happened in 2006 in the category of technical innovation. I'm originally teacher of English and ICT, textbook writer, but at the moment I work for the Finnish National Board of Education, for the Finnish Ministry of Education, in the field of internationalization of education. Then you can see that the links to my things, if you go back sometimes. Let's go further to Cornelia. Can you present yourself?
Yes. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Okay. My name is Cornelia. I come from Brașov, Romania, and I'm a primary school teacher from over 25 years now. And I'm an eTwinning official ambassador from the 1st of January 2013. So I'm a new ambassador. But I really love eTwinning, and I found this program very good for my students, for myself as a teacher, and for the parents and the community involved. And I would like to say, everyone,
and then Daniela.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Romania. I teach English as a foreign language at the secondary school in Sibiu. I have since October 2007 and an eTwinning ambassador since April 2010. And I'm here with all of you. I'm sure that we have a lot to learn from each other. Thank you.
Daniela.
Yes, I hope you hear me. I am Constantino Sudac, 62 years old, on the mountain area, so what has explained why I had problem in connecting with all of you. I teach technology on the secondary school. I like ICT, eTwinning project. I made a lot of eTwinning projects. I am an eTwinner from 2005 and ambassador from 2008. I really like to share ideas and projects. Thank you, and I hope to work very well with all of you.
You know, and then
Hi. Hello, can you hear me?
yes, hello.
Okay. So a computer science teacher for 20 years, and I am in eTwinning also as Tina from beginning. We were in Linz. Was also in the 10 first in Portugal. So I was invited to go to Linz to the first conference, and I'm an ambassador since 2007. And in Portugal we became official ambassador since 2008. And I'm responsible, as you can see, the map from the central region. So my being ambassador make us being everywhere with this community. So there are all the links when find me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
And now to the presentation, and as I said, each one of us will just say a few words about things that we feel important and exciting about eTwinning. And my eTwinning path started beginning of 2004 or 5. I was an English teacher, and I worked alone with my students in my own classroom, my school. I wanted to find partners, and I found my first partners in eTwinning in 2005, but I didn't have any connections in Finland at that time, and I didn't have connections in other European countries besides the two partners at the beginning of things. But it was more like working alone with my students, of course, but not much connected with other teachers. Very soon I realized that eTwinning was, besides a place where you can find partners for your students, you can also find colleagues with wonderful ideas and colleagues whom you can share your ways, and you can share your experiences. So I started to work together with my colleagues at my school, more like having 2 or 3 teachers. It was like teamwork, and 2 or 3 teachers involved in a project, maybe even a bigger group. Learned to know other Finnish eTwinning teachers also. We had some meetings and conferences in Finland, and those teachers eventually became ambassadors. So I had connections. We met in the conferences and in some seminars, but we didn't actually with being ambassadors ambassadors, we didn't work together. I also started to get more connected with teachers around Europe, and I started to feel that I had quite a lot of connections, both in Finland and in Europe. However, they didn't actually work together. It was more like a very loose network of people I knew, hello to, and so on. But it was sort of so much unity. And what I feel is great that when during the years I worked with eTwinning, we're going more and more towards unity. Feeling of community develops at my school. We work together more and more, and the whole staff work together in the same project and do their part. The feeling of community develops also among the Finnish ambassadors. So work much more together. We meet on the web every day, and we share a blog and so on. So it's more and more working together with the ambassadors, and also with the European ambassadors developed to community, so more like a network. So when you work for or almost 10 years, you start to create these connections that are more than any connections. They're more like friends and partners and unity. For me, being an ambassador means a lot of teacher training, especially now that I work for the district. Time more for teacher training, so I give a lot of workshops, share my experiences. I got tutor and mentor, but mainly it means teacher training means doing workshops and webinars. Promoting eTwinning through social media. So we have the blog and we have Facebook group. The Facebook group is even audience. We have Twitter and Google. So we promote eTwinning as much as we can through social media. The social media also means belonging to and taking part in different kinds of networks. So we don't yet. So the Facebook, for example, is a marvelous example of work where we have very different kinds of groups for teachers of different subjects and topics, interested in different topics. And finally, for me, very important is promoting innovation in learning. That's my topic, sort of near to my heart, very near to my heart. So I think you think eTwinning without student-centered learning methods, thinking of 21st century skills, using modern technology, integrating technology in your classroom work, and stressing process in project learning, based learning, and so on. So sustainability and global thinking, I think it's European things that I want to bring up students, citizens of Europe, but also the citizens of the world. These quality recommendations for eTwinning I won't go them through so that everybody has here time to talk about their interests. But I have them because I think these are something I hope you think about when you are starting a project, or when you talk about, when you're an ambassador and talk about good projects. And I think these 4 things are very important, as they're the foundation of the pedagogy I would like to promote. I'll go them through. You will have them here. This is being recorded, this session, so you can go back and look at them later if you wish. So my part of the vision, I think if you want, you can ask questions at this point, 1 or 2 questions, or write a question in the chat box if we go on to Leah's presentation. P Nordborg, P from Nordborg slott efterskole. So he got his hand raised. Maybe he wants to speak. Can you, Irene? Later.
She can mute him. Peter, would you like to say something? Because we show that you raise your hand, and I have unmuted you, so you use your microphone if you want. Maybe something mistake, I don't know. Anybody else who would like to ask something, Tina? You get your hand and I can unmute your microphone.
I think we can go on, and you can ask later. Of course, I'll be here until the end. Just to remind the ones who joined us a bit late, in the chat box, you can find a link to a questionnaire. We hope you would like to reply. It only takes 1 minute to reply in the questionnaire. Click and answer the questionnaire. You can also write some questions in the chat box if you want to ask something we can answer later. To Cornelia, who will go on with her presentation.
Again, as ICT is the key of working in eTwinning, I chose 3 key points as an ambassador. So, ambassador should inform, an ambassador collaborate and cooperate, and an ambassador should be a good tutor. When I'm talking about informing, I think of answers to questions like what is going on, or what is new in eTwinning, and so on.
Cornelia, excuse me, but Tina has to you have to pass the ball to Cornelia. Yeah, okay. Or you can change the slide for her. Okay. So then sheds light.
Talking about collaborate and cooperate, I think that's a key point of developing projects, even online projects. And the ambassador should be a good guide. Thinking about tutoring, I'm thinking that the ambassador should between eTwinners to develop projects and to work on the platform. Next.
You can click on that by yourself.
Yeah, okay. Then, think about the program, generally speaking, the portal. That is very important because I remember when the new TwinSpace has been launched, there were many Twinners that they didn't know how to use it. And they were asking for help and asking questions and so on. Then, an ambassador should spread out news and events related to eTwinning, of course. With other eTwinners is the key of eTwinning. We cannot develop eTwinning projects without collaboration and cooperation. And work as a team, the ambassador should be an example when he's developing projects or when he's running out learning events or whatever. Sharing is, for me, in finding partners, because all Twinners find good partners. Good partners, you know, because most of you are the Twinners and involved in this program, means that you need partners who work, who are creative, who want to collaborate, to cooperate and communicate, and so on. Then, the good tutor in developing projects, because sometimes the beginners need guided on their way. They don't know if that's a correct tool. When I use this method for communicate with the partners and so on. Again, using the TwinSpace, because even we think is not so easy every time for anyone. I like to finish with two nice quotes about the ambassador. The ambassador should be not okay, and the ambassador and at the good moment, you know, and when you need it to be there. Thank you.
Already seen everybody, ambassadors' work is varied and take many shapes, sort of speak. Two examples I want to talk to you briefly about are blog and the seminar. An example of a blog is the Romanian Ambassadors blog, started this year, so 7 months ago. But with similar trends, sort of speaking, in other European countries. As for that matter, they can be delivered to interested eTwinners and but registrants also. An example of suitable topic that really would be apply the quality label. The Romanian Ambassadors blog was created in 2013 and part of a website. Many of the 40 Romanian eTwinning ambassadors. It is a place of discussions on the internet. It is of discrete entries, the posts, 8 all so far, These are, of course, displayed in reverse chronological order. The most recent post appears first.
I can't hear you.
Oh,
Somehow regularly. There are up to 5 posts a month so far. The bunch of a website. This is of good use to Romanian eTwinners against the Romanian National Support Services site. It brings together on specific pages pertinent information, such eTwinning map, the Romanian eTwinning map, where the most active schools in the country are marked on the country's map. There's a list of Romanian eTwinning ambassadors, so the eTwinner knows where to find the close to him, to her ambassador. There are publications in Romanian in one place. There's a list. Also, in events in Romania, all of them, but some. When is a seminar I'm organizing in Sibiu County for the teachers who would like to apply for a quality level in winter. Take place in the library of my school. The teachers have already expressed their interest in joining. I plan up a practical session to find out handy information about applying, but also really start their own application. Then will be framed, and next quality criteria will be presented. This is what I'm going to do. Present indicators of a good project. Feedback after another session in September. A little bit more on curricular integration. Participants will acknowledge the seminar as being useful. And in my county, will apply for the national quality label and the European quality label in 2014. Thank you.
Okay. So, Tino speaking. You see a picture of the mountain. I am from Gresnay Valley. The mountain is Long Rose. I like to speak about KISS, keep it short and simple. When I speak about project, a eTwinning project, I always try to keep it simple in order that we can do not in a short time, but with a lot of short time action. And that is valid for all projects for all tutors and newcomers coming from eTwinning. Next, please. And have fun. For me, it's important that when we start the project together, when we are tutoring or doing something together, we must have a little bit of fun and must have fun during the project task. We share many tasks, we share many goals, but always keeping that simple and short. And then what I found sometimes quite complicated is to accept different ideas and point of view of the of different people. What I suggest is what I'm trying to do. I'm copying a little bit about Catania. Is listen, be very careful, and then to do action. As it's really something that I think is absolutely necessary in any point of the action in for an eTwinner. And why I like eTwinner and eTwinning is because of the safety of this. There are no ads, no strange picture, no surprise. You can work with classes, with teacher, with colleague, and you don't have any kind of surprise. So this a little bit my short speech for this evening. Thank you very much, and I'm ready for answer.
Oh,
It would go on from here.
okay. Well, I can still say something useful at the end of the presentation because you have said almost everything. I think an ambassador is we somehow in our life we need and we be a teacher. So I think it's very important to be a teacher and then an ambassador. You need to be an innovative teacher. Somehow you'll learn to use new tools. Ushers, when they start eTwinning projects, say, I don't know how to use this, I don't know how to use that, but we will learn because you are a community and you'll learn with each other. And that's the point of eTwinning because we learn a lot. And I always mention to my teacher, and I also do teacher training, is be aware of the importance of safer internet. eTwinning is a platform. You can use it safely, especially when working with small children. It's very important. And in space, give you all. Also, you're also available to improve your knowledge and to be a tutor. A tutor for your students and for colleagues, because we, as I've said, we learn with each other. Somehow, I've learned something with Tina, with Costantino, with Daniela. We know each other for so many things. That's how we have learned their strategy, their ideas. So maybe Costantino as an ambassador, and also we build relationships and receive as it can be in the network. So network, it's not only networking like having just a Facebook account. We work with each other. We've been friends with each other. So only the concept. It's end of the 21st century person. So it is not possible if you're not open. If you don't want to be taken from the 21st century skills. You need to work collaboratively. You need to work with Web 2.0 tools, inquiry learning. So as Tina referred and the colleague mentioned before, you can see I've not had it so much. So Tina, please.
here you're a presenter, so you can turn on the slide.
Okay. I thought it was only Tina that. Okay. So, ambassador, we need, of course, to have tasks. We promote eTwinning, as other colleagues said before, but you really need to have your students know. If you want to give some ideas, some examples, you need to have projects, and then also work to give individual support, because some teachers in each country, for sure, I have not the same skill at ICT, so sometimes we do individual support. Means at the beginning it wasn't like, but now Lulu, for instance, had a team of teachers working in eTwinning. We provided we, as ambassadors in Portugal, we need to go and promote in the people to do workshops, participate in conference. We do about resources. We also produce resources like PDF resources, videos. We have blog. We have before, and Daniela said before, I think everybody has a digital support to help other colleagues. And it's something that we've done together. We are 5 ambassadors each region, and we all do the tasks that I mentioned before. So all the previous tasks, we are Portugal, and prepare all the research as you've wanted. And we have been working on something really new, and many of you have here, like MOOCs, and creating a eTwinning MOOC. That's 3 models. eTwinning for 6 hours, eTwinning desktop 7 hours, and from the project registration until past 12 hours. Launch in Portugal, we have now 360 teachers in MOOC website and 180 teachers in Moodle, because there are 2 kinds of certificates, and the teachers need credit to go on in the career, have different kind of tasks, have more tasks. And this is something new that we have, so it's our first experience, but I think it will somehow help teachers to start. And we're always online trying to help them, trying to solve problems. So I think at last one, but I think it's important to say that eTwinning is all about friendship also. We help each other, we help teachers to teach students in their schools, to motivate students, because sometimes students, when on your class, sometimes students are not so engaged. And I think it is a good opportunity for this. So that's I have to say. Thank you, everybody, and I hope you enjoy being. Otine, you can take the word. One wants to ask something.
So, and I'm glad because I can see many ambassadors here from different countries. I don't know if they would like to add or say something. Or if there are teachers who would like to ask questions, it's good to hear from them as well. So you can either something or write something in the chat box, otherwise you can raise your hand and I can unmute you so you can talk.
Pass the ball to us. I would like to share the responses for the questionnaire with everybody.
I'm doing that.
Thank you, Karina. Okay.
Go to my desktop. Okay, yeah, okay, good. So we have 31 responses. While you are thinking of questions, we can just quickly go through the responses. So 31 responses, and then about half something or don't know, and about half, 50% know quite a lot. So you can see that here, 50-50. This is, I think, it's interesting. Have you met any eTwinning ambassadors in your country? So there are quite many who haven't ever met, and 11 ambassadors here present today, which is very nice. Because, but in workshops, in conferences, and in webinars, all ambassadors have been present. And I think this is quite interesting to see how you scale, how you value different kinds of eTwinning ambassadors' duties. So workshops about eTwinning portal and TwinSpace are very important, it seems. But I think it's very important, or very, very important. So is the sharing of experiences. Even more important is the sharing of experiences. Questions and give guidance by email, for example, so to be reached all the time when needed. Is very important. Not so important this time, but important as well. Webinars, giving webinars like this about topics related to eTwinning, find that 65% find it very important. 7% find. So we would give the more experience would help the newcomers, is not eTwinners. Networks inform about tools and technologies, 74%. So tools and technologies, they should be an important part of eTwinning. And help to find partners, even that can be, but not so important. So you can find your partners yourself as well. And follow new trends in the 21st century pedagogy. So that would be very important. Would you be an ambassador? Yes. So you would like to be, and that's great. I think if you feel you would like to be ambassador, you should contact your national process and inform them that you are interested. I think quite could be. You could become an ambassador very easily. I think new visitors are always welcome. I need to okay, we could go to
okay, sharing your desktop.
okay. but it disappeared. But it's again. Okay, now it's back to normal.
Thank you very much, Tina. I don't know if I would be really interested because I see so many ambassadors here from so many countries. It would be nice, to say a few words about, what doing there in their country, to example. So if somebody else would like to say something, raise your hand and I will give you the floor. I will unmute you. So, Alice, from the ambassadors, I can see Anta, Nadine, Anna, from Catania. Basically, that's three, Kara, Poland, maybe, and Elia, Edith. So, Dora and Marina, anybody? Don't be shy.
I just one thing. I added another link to chat box for back. In today's meet, it's a very good tool. I don't know if you know the tool. It's a free online tool. You can write a comment or feedback or what you feel about this seminar. You can write more than 40 characters. It's only quite a short sentence. But it would be nice if you tried the tool, and you can see it's you can try it with your class or your partners in eTwinning or Comenius or whatever. But it's called Today's Meet, www.todaysmeet.com, and it's free for everybody. So I added the link, and please go and get your comments and feedback there if you like it. But we're looking for Whartons or here are other, as we saw, there are also they go to their experiences, share their experiences of ambassador work.
I think I can continue to address, and also Tina asked about Moodle, where somebody has to host Moodle. So I don't know really how it's happening, but for example, in Greece, we have the school book, has a Moodle, a Moodle for all the schools. So we can crack out Moodle. I have a Moodle course in Greece where we organize courses. I don't know if Moran would like to say something more. And let me have in their school server. I mean, somebody has to set up the Moodle so they can link there. So, any class, any leaders from Greece, from Spain, from countries that would like to say something about their country. I think that are you there from Turkey? Maybe something. Carl. From Poland. Magdalena, do you have a microphone? And we have from Maria, the two Marias, Dora. And using the chat box, you can also say what you are doing in your country. Okay, want to say something? I said that we can, so I'm muted you, and you can talk. No, talk, she has a cold. Now, and I can hear you writing.
Not Barbara. Clausen, does she have her hand up?
She was uploading, you know, to the other, yeah. That the other ambassadors are very shy, but you need to, you know, to do some awareness, and then they will stop being so shy. Because everybody has to share quite a lot of experience, and as a member from many different countries, I know that you are doing great things in your country, and I know that it will be easy, you know, to share some more information. You know, I don't want to push you, okay, and press you. So, thank you for this. I think it was quite informative. And the people who are not ambassadors, they should know that the ambassadors in their countries are really available to help them and, you know, to guide them how they can organize the projects and give solutions to questions. And I really want to thank all the people here, and Tina, Miguela, Daniela, Cornelia, and Tino, for organizing work all together. And the audio show, you can hear it once again if you want. Thank you very much.
One here.
For my part as well, and you can just write your short feedback on today's meet. It will remain there. It's nice to take a look, and I know you have already written something, so thanks for that. It's always nice to get some feedback. I hope to see you in webinars again. I'm sure we'll be quite a lot of this year and this next year as well. Thank you for my as well. And good everybody.